Hey, it's Hazy Tarot here, and I'm going to do a tarot card reading for Aries for the month of May. Now, usually I do a 4-card reading, but this month I'm adding another 4 cards to that, so we'll make things a little bit more interesting, I think. And on top of that, if you would like another card to make this reading a bit more personal for you, then just like the video and subscribe and comment down below, and I will draw a card from the deck and explain to you what it means. So in saying that, let's get on with this. So if this doesn't seem to resonate with you, then check out your moon signs and your rising sign, because I made videos for everywhere. So okay, so firstly, what will be growing stronger? And we have got the Knight of Pentacles here. So this is saying something in your life lately has seemed like it's sort of come to a standstill and just isn't moving forward anymore in your life, then now's the time to start moving it forward again. Now, this could happen naturally, but there's a chance that you're going to have to give it a little bit of a push. So something that's stagnated, that needs a bit of a push to get stronger, but there is a sign that will keep improving. If you can't think of anything like that, then there's probably something that you've forgotten about in your life that you sort of pushed to the back, that you haven't really concentrated on or thought about for a long time. It's probably time to go back and have a look at that again, because this month there's a good chance that that's going to bring you a lot of joy. So if you feel like doing that, then there is a chance there for you. Moving on, this next card is an opportunity. Now, as we see here, we've got a person standing on the higher ground, and he's fighting off other people. He's outnumbered, but he has the higher ground, which is an advantage here. So it seems like in this situation, you're not the one who's going to be totally involved with this situation, but you're going to see someone else is probably getting attacked for something they believe in, and they're actually right, and there's other people there that are wrong about this. There's an opportunity there for you to actually become involved and maybe take the side of this person who's outnumbered but right, because you're going to have the same beliefs as them in this situation. You can see that there's opportunities coming from that. This isn't necessarily someone that you were that close with originally, but obviously there's a chance for that happening now. And it could be anyone really. It doesn't have to be a man. It can be a woman. It can be anyone really. But an opportunity can come from a battle like that you see happening this month. This is what will be fading this month. Now, this is the Judgment card. So this usually means something being brought up from your past into the present for you to deal with a certain situation. Now, this is sort of saying that the opportunity for this is maybe fading. There's something that you've been avoiding confronting for so long that it's just going to end up being not viable for you to actually confront it anymore. So in saying that, if you've been putting something off, then now is the time to actually go for it. There seems to be a lot of that this month with the first card, where there's something been slowing down that you're going to have to start pushing off. But this isn't the same thing, but it is something that you need to concentrate on. So don't be afraid of bringing back things from the past, even if it can be hurtful to you. It is time to actually confront it once and for all, because you don't want to be stuck with it forever. So have a think what that could be if it doesn't come to you straight away, because that is going to be there. Now, this is a unique experience that can bring you some insight, and we've got the Death card. So literally, this can be a death card, can mean a literal death, which obviously isn't a good thing. But it's definitely a unique experience, and it definitely is going to bring you insight. But in saying that, it's most likely not going to be death. But just if there is, then make sure you sort of look at that experience. Look at that as an experience that you can get over and accept eventually. But this death card usually means the end of an era. So if you have been thinking of ending something lately, then there's a good chance that you should actually try and end it, because this is a sign of new beginnings and starting something anew. And at this point in time, this experience is going to provide you more insight than it usually would. I don't know how long you've been putting it off for. Maybe you haven't even been putting it off for that long, but now is the time to actually end whatever it is that's ending. And if you haven't been putting anything off in this situation, it could just be something's just going to end naturally, and that's okay. Like, even if it does hurt, it's going to bring you insight and you're going to accept it eventually. So this month already seems like there's going to be so much change, and looking at these cards that are coming up, it looks like they're pointing to even more. So this first week of the month, we've got the Hanged Man. It's a card of sacrifice. So you could have been sacrificing a lot lately, and you could have been getting punished for it. And this probably isn't making you happy. You've probably been having a hard time with this a lot, and maybe you haven't realized it, maybe you have, but this is a sign that you're definitely going to realize it, and it's probably going to affect you a bit more than usual. So this is a time to cut things free. Things that are sort of affecting you unfairly, when they shouldn't be, it's time to cut it free. This month is a month of massive change. The second week though, we've got the Ace of Pentacles. And aces are good cards, they're new beginnings, and pentacles represent something to do with your health or your wealth or a skill. So maybe whatever it is that you're ending is going to have a good effect on your health. It's just going to make you feel like a new person. It's going to make you feel new. It's going to make you want to start new things and begin just a new way of life. It can also mean sort of a new job, a new position. If you've been thinking of cutting out that in your life, if that's what you thought of with the Death card or anything like that, then a sign for a new beginning there. And if you've been thinking of starting something new, then it's a good time to learn a new skill. So whatever it is that is ending in the Death card is going to be starting a new, there's going to be something starting new from it with that Ace of Pentacle cards. So moving on to the third week, we've got the Knight of Wands. So in this situation, this is going to represent a person, and it's going to represent a teenager, possibly, or it can represent an adult, but I'll go with the teenager first. Someone who's really fiery, really passionate, really crazy, and, well, not really crazy like bad crazy, but sort of impulsive, and will just do whatever they want without sort of thinking about it too much before they go along with it. And this person's going to have an effect on that third week of your life, but like probably in a pretty major way. Like something could happen to them that is going to sort of affect you in some way, but can also represent an adult as well, who sort of is a little bit immature when it comes to that sort of acting impulsive thing and being quite sort of fiery and maybe losing their temper a bit much. Someone like that is going to be affecting that third week. So just have a look out there. Moving on to the fourth week, we've got another ace, so it's another new beginning. But this time, it's to do with swords, which are ideas or thoughts or education. So that fourth week, from one of these things ending, or you sort of looking at your past and resolving it, or you like facing this situation where like someone's being attacked and joining in, or you actually starting something moving again, it's going to create new opportunities and new ideas. You're going to have possibly new thoughts in a whole new way that you've never thought of before. Maybe you're going to start studying again, something new. Or maybe you're just going to sort of begin a new endeavor with something to do with that really requires your brain and intelligence and analytical skill to do. So that looks like a good sign for that fourth week too. Now, this is the most out there spread that I've had this month, so it seems like you Aries people could be in for a very up and down month. I haven't had this many crazy cards yet for all of the readings so far, so make sure, take any opportunity you have, look to the past. If bad things happen, think of the positives, try and learn something from it, and create new things as much as you can. And don't be afraid of confronting anything. So, hope you enjoyed that. If you do want an extra card, then feel free to comment and I'll draw another card for you. But I hope you enjoyed that, and thank you for listening.